My question is to Cherie Benner Davis for her image of Weirdo 2. I really love this piece. The colors are beautiful. And my question is, what is your process and what inspires you to use the colors that you choose and just your process in general? Thank you.
Hi, my name is Cherie Benner Davis, and thank you so much to Sydney for the compliment and the question about color and process. This gets into an ongoing interest that I have in my work regarding utilizing image and abstraction in the same painting and making them cooperate together, as well as using color to heighten color relationships with one another and also create meaning. So I've been playing with natural subjects in an abstract field of one sort or other for the last number of years. Um, my impulse to do this is to, especially in these days, to make objects of extreme beauty in response to the more challenging conditions in which we live. So regarding my process, I have accumulated quite a library of images. I use my own photographs and often will take screenshots of things that interest me as they pass through my visual field. And then when I am going to design a new painting, and that's what I do, I design them, I will go back through my database of digital images and start collecting things that I want to play with. And I bring them all into Photoshop and I actually design my work in Photoshop where I mash together, using sort of a collage technique, image with what's backdrop, with what's the color system, playing with all the parts, including placement. And truly my plant images are very abstract slash stylized slash surreal. Nothing's really exactly as it would appear in nature. So it's all sort of an untruth. So I play with that a lot, and then I will transfer the image to wood panel. That's what I usually work on. And the technique that you may have been interested in is the fact that the images are so crisp and there are multiple things happening. I mask everything, lots of tape, painter's tape, pinstripers tape, um, airbrushers mask, all kinds of things. But I work one level at a time, usually from whatever's behind to whatever's in front, so that it can have various qualities of material on any given painting. And then of course, I'm always making changes as I go. So I live in Southern California, and over the last dozen years, I've been very interested in drought tolerant landscaping, and I've done some landscapes myself. But the plants are very interesting. They're all kinds of unusual shapes and colors. And so those are forms that I'm often drawn to. So for this series, I was interested in just one particular weirdo plant form, a cactus form, and I made a painting out of that. And the plant was very weird, and I made it weirder. And then I wanted to put it in this sort of alien landscape. Thus, the colors are alien, even though the format feels sort of like a landscape format, but it's all, suggestive. So I grabbed a detail of this painting, Weirdo 2, and I'm going to see if I can share it with you here. Okay, so this painting, you can see here, this part was masked, this little cast shadow. That's the white of the panel, primed panel that will get painted. And you can see here that there's this part that has a dimensionality. Well, this is tape, and this will come off now that this tree trunk shape has been painted. And that way I have very crisp edges to all my paint parts on a given painting. Everything's taped off. And I'm sure I taped this whole thing. That's just what's left in this detail, so that I could trowel this undulating field of color in this way into a confined area that suggests the form of a tree trunk. So that's how I do it. I tape everything off, and I use pouring, troweling, hand painting, whatever technique is of interest to me in a given painting. And that way you have sort of these very distinct qualities of paint in the same painting. So thank you very much to Sear Gallery for including me in this exhibition. I'm really pleased to be showing with some excellent female artists and celebrating women. Okay, thank you.